Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Peppers. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The LSU Tigers offense will start this game off. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active and a weapon.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got room at the 35. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Ball off, and that's up for grabs, and it's intercepted.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, XY.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the first quarter and getting their first one.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Gore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure coming. Lost one deep down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Now on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. A third and long coming up here. The snap sets up the throw. Setting up the screen.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out.
And he breaks into the open. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Slams ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line.
Touchdown, North Texas! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
LSU right back to the line.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last...
Got enough space! Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man down the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
It's complete. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. North Texas in the hurry-up.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, running back on the move. On the move at the 30. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Coming after it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The give to the back. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off play action on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. They line up, and it is a long long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll return it from the 50. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First down here for the offense. Trying play action. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They're trying to get to him. Got his man quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got him, and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
He leaves it with his back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. North Texas in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Valdez. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia Southern. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. I'm sure the offense happy with that free 5 yards. Now it's 2nd and 5. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The Tigers get enough to move the chain. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Up-tempo for the offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Here's the handoff. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. That'll move the change. It'll be a first down for North Texas. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's De La Rosa. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Now adjusting. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Working the middle, it's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Getting some heat. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw here on second down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got him in the flat. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. The give to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Hand off from the shotgun. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, North Texas. And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Peppers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Snags it quickly on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Tigers want to move quickly. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Now the toss. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And they get to him just in time and ride him out of bounds at the 1. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second and goal coming up. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. He makes the connection. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And that pass intercepted.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They'll go to the ground. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Looking for a block. It's Peppers.
Return is tackled at the 46. And your LSU Tigers will take
a first down for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. LSU quick to the line. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. LSU now operating in the red zone. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Able to get 1 down to the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Quarterback keeper. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picked up the 1st down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's caught! Touchdown, LSU!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
On to attempt the try. Splits those uprights right in half. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over San Jose State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Just feeds the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. North Texas really has it going on offense. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Keep it on the ground. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Showing off the arms. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's second down. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. LSU right back to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man on the outside. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's looking for a man on second down. Got it set up on the outside. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Running back goes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. It's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal. They got a lot of running room. Bring in the heat. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give to the left. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. North Texas in the hurry-up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Trucks through the defender. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And back to the air on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Man, they can barely see the 1st down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.